The Federal Reserve, often referred to simply as the Fed, plays a critical role in shaping the economic landscape of the United States, and by extension, much of the global economy. Although its decisions may seem distant or highly technical, the Fed's moves affect everything from the interest rates on your mortgage to the performance of your retirement savings. Yet many people have little understanding of what the Federal Reserve does or why it matters to their daily lives. By taking the time to grasp the basics of the Fed's actions, you can make smarter financial decisions, anticipate changes in the economy, and better protect your wealth. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 reasons why understanding the Federal Reserve's moves is essential for everyone, not just economists and financial professionals. 1. Interest rates directly affect your borrowing costs. One of the most visible ways the Federal Reserve influences the economy is through setting the federal funds rate, which indirectly impacts the interest rates on loans and credit cards. When the Fed raises rates, borrowing becomes more expensive, meaning higher payments on mortgages, auto loans, and student loans. Conversely, when it cuts rates, borrowing becomes cheaper, stimulating economic activity. Understanding these moves can help you time major financial decisions more wisely and avoid unexpected costs. 2. Savings yields rise or fall with Fed policy. The Fed's interest rate decisions don't just impact borrowers, they also affect savers. When rates go up, banks often offer higher yields on savings accounts, certificates of deposit, CDs, and money market accounts. When rates fall, those yields diminish, making it harder to earn a return on your savings. Keeping an eye on the Fed's policies can help you adjust your savings strategy to maximize your returns or minimize losses. 3. Stock market volatility often ties back to the Fed. Stock market investors pay close attention to the Federal Reserve because its actions can trigger major market movements. Hints at raising rates can cause stocks to dip, while announcements of lower rates often lead to rallies. Understanding the Fed's influence on market sentiment can help you better navigate investment decisions and avoid emotional reactions to short-term volatility. 4. Inflation management impacts your purchasing power. One of the Fed's core responsibilities is managing inflation, keeping prices stable enough to support a healthy economy. When inflation runs too high, your money loses purchasing power, making everyday goods and services more expensive. By tracking how the Fed responds to inflationary pressures, you can anticipate rising costs and adjust your budgeting, salary negotiations, and investment choices accordingly. 5. Employment levels are a key target of Fed policy. The Federal Reserve has a dual mandate: to maintain price stability and to achieve maximum sustainable employment. When the Fed adjusts monetary policy, it often does so to influence job creation and wage growth. Understanding how Fed moves affect employment can give you valuable insights into the broader job market, helping you make informed career decisions or prepare for shifts in hiring trends. 6. Housing market conditions respond to Fed actions. Mortgage rates are closely tied to the Fed's interest rate decisions. When rates rise, home loans become more expensive, often cooling off the housing market. When rates fall, home buying becomes more affordable, driving demand. Knowing how the Fed influences housing conditions can help you decide the best times to buy, sell, or refinance a home, and could save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. 7. Understanding Fed moves helps you avoid panic. When you understand the reasons behind the Federal Reserve's actions, you're less likely to panic during economic downturns or market turbulence. Knowledge brings perspective, allowing you to stay calm and make rational financial decisions rather than reacting emotionally to sensational headlines. This emotional discipline can be the difference between growing your wealth steadily and suffering unnecessary losses. 8. Currency value and exchange rates are influenced by the Fed. The strength of the US dollar is influenced by Fed policy decisions. Higher interest rates tend to strengthen the dollar, making imported goods cheaper but US exports more expensive abroad. A weaker dollar has the opposite effect. Whether you're traveling internationally, investing in foreign assets, or running a business that deals with global suppliers, understanding the Fed's impact on currency values can significantly affect your financial planning. 9. Fed moves signal broader economic trends. The Federal Reserve doesn't act in isolation. Its moves are responses to underlying economic trends. By studying the Fed's actions, such as raising rates to cool down an overheated economy or cutting rates to stimulate growth, you can better understand where the economy is headed. This knowledge can guide your decisions on investments, career planning, and large financial commitments like homeownership or starting a business. 10. Financial literacy strengthens your long-term security. At its core, understanding the Federal Reserve's moves enhances your overall financial literacy. In today's complex economy, financial literacy is a crucial component of long-term security and success. By taking the time to learn how the Fed operates and why it matters, you empower yourself to make more informed, confident, and strategic financial decisions for years to come. While it may seem that the Federal Reserve operates behind closed doors in a world of complex jargon and abstract theories, its decisions have very real consequences for your personal finances. From the cost of borrowing to the return on your savings, from the value of your investments to the purchasing power of your paycheck, the Fed's moves touch almost every aspect of your financial life. By making the effort to understand the Federal Reserve's policies and actions, you equip yourself with a powerful tool for navigating economic changes, seizing opportunities, and protecting your financial future. In an ever-evolving economic landscape, knowledge is not just power, it's a pathway to resilience, stability, and success.